The exquisite scent of the alpine meadows at the year-round Dombay Alpine Resort can already be clearly felt in the air. After all, we have already passed through the city of Karachaevsk and are now rushing, guided by the reliable hand of our wonderful guide Maria, along a picturesque road that leads straight to the famous resort, getting closer and closer to Dombay with every second. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. While we still have some time before we arrive, let me rewind a little and tell you briefly about the city we just passed through, the unofficial capital of the Karachaev people, Karachaevsk. Karachaevsk is located on the Sukhumi Military Road, at the confluence of the three rivers, Teberda, Kuban, and Mary. It is the third largest city in Karachaevo-Cherkessia. The city is surrounded by mountains, rivers, and nearby villages, which make it seem larger and taller than its actual size due to the density of buildings. Karachaevsk does not have any significant architectural features, but it is neat and attractive. This is likely due to the lack of additional balconies, sheds, porches, or chicken coops that are commonly found in the Caucasus and often added to the facades of buildings. The history of Karachaevsk is unusual for the region. It was not built on the site of an existing village or mountain fortress but was founded by officials. The idea for building the city was supported by Anastas Mikoyan, a prominent Soviet official. Construction began in 1926 and the grand opening was held just 1 year later. The city was named Mikoyan Shahar, meaning Mikoyan City. Interestingly, the city managed to stay within the Georgian SSR for nearly 15 years during its short existence, and was then renamed Kluvory. However, in 1956, it returned to Russia and adopted its current name, Karachaevsk. Today, there are several dozen industrial enterprises in the city, but only two can be considered relatively large: Karachay Brewery and Kamos Corporation, which produce alcoholic beverages and mineral water. Additionally, Karachaevsk has its own university, Karachay-Cherkessia State University, named after Aliyev.
Лыжи у печки стоят, гаснет закат за горой, месяц кончается март, скоро нам ехать домой. Здравствуйте, хмурые дни, горное солнце, прощай, мы навсегда сохраним в сердце своем этот край.
You, my friends, have surely learned, despite my not-so-perfect performance, the famous song by Vizbor, which he wrote about this place where we have arrived. It's about the alpine resort of Dombay. The name Dombay in the Abaza language means bison. Dombay is located in the Teberda Nature Reserve. And we, as always, start our acquaintance with the resort at the ticket window. We need to purchase tickets for 3 cable lifts that will take us to the summit of Musa-Chitara mountain, which is about 3,200 meters above sea level. We purchased a combined ticket for all 3 cable cars, 1 gondola and 2 chairlifts, for 2,300 rubles per person. As of the time of publishing this video, the price has slightly increased. Now it's 2,700 rubles. Of course, there are many natural attractions on the resort's territory: mountains, rivers, waterfalls, and lakes. However, as you can imagine, it is impossible to see everything in one visit. Therefore, today, we will only climb to the top of Musa-Chitara mountain and enjoy the breathtaking views of the snow-covered mountain peaks. A ride on a cable car is a special treat. First, there is the gondola car, which is also pleasant, but you are enclosed in the 4 walls of a small cabin. However, the last 2 legs of the ride are floating in the air while sitting in a chair and feeling like a mountain eagle, flying over the beautiful mountains and meadows. It is a delightful feeling of freedom and space.
Здесь вам не равнина, здесь климат иной. И тут здесь лавины одна за одной. И здесь за камнепадом ревет камнепад.
The immortal lines of Vladimir Vysotsky are truly great, and their talent is comparable to the grandeur of mountains. Mountains are incredibly powerful and beautiful, but to truly appreciate their beauty, one must visit them in person.
Ну какая будет очередная вершина, которую мы будем покорять? Казбек? Казбек? Джамалунгма? Это да.
На Марсе есть хорошая гора.
Гора Килиманджаро.
Говорят, она в 10 раз выше Эвереста.
After gathering the beauty of the mountains to the brim, we felt pleased with ourselves and the world around us. We got back on the chairlift and headed down, closer to the level of the world ocean.
Вот это красотень! Вот это аттракциончик!
Вот это круть!
According to the legend, if a girl's lover dies, her grief can be as great as the sky. If her tears are enough, they can turn into a river, which is how the river Ullu-Murudzhu was formed, as our guide Maria told us. Translated from Karachay, Ullu-Murudzhu means big river. It originates in the high mountains, from glaciers, so the water of the big river is crystal clear. According to locals, this water also has healing properties and a rejuvenating effect, due to its high concentration of silver ions. So, we definitely felt a couple of years younger while on the shores of Ullu-Murudzhu, as we drank the water abundantly and also rinsed our hands and faces generously. It was dark when we returned to Kislavads after a day full of beauty and events. So many vivid impressions were left with us. There was the Mount Koltso, the ring that the shepherd gave to his beloved. the observation deck on the Gumbashi Pass with a beautiful view of Elbrus. The cheese caves that really resemble cheese. The extraordinary Alan Shoan Temple. And, of course, the magnificent Dombay. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Maria for organizing this amazing tour as the final part of our journey to the Caucasus mineral waters. Also, I would like to thank all of you, dear friends, for your attention, likes, comments, and, why not, for subscribing to my channel Pictures from the Hinterland.